Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the Amazon Prime's new show, Open Range. It's kind of got a westerny feel to it. I can't think of the lead actor's name. I want to call him Josh Brolin, but I'm not sure if that's the actual actor's name, so I don't want to say that just yet. But I will be covering episodes 1 and 2 of the series. I believe the first 3 or 4 episodes are released. I haven't gotten to those yet, but I did watch the first 2, so here we are. And with that, I'm going to go with spoilers! Okay, so we got Open Range. We got a show here about something mysterious happening on a cattle ranch. So we got this family here who apparently the wife anyway family's been there for over 100 years on this land. I believe they're in Wyoming. I believe it is. And they're into it with the neighboring family who, wants their land. Apparently, according to the map, about a mile of the land, they need to back their fence up, which I was kind of upset about. The younger brothers came over there to find out about that. The show also starts with the lead actor, the older gentleman, the father, going out for the morning. He gets up, do everything, to check in on the kids, everybody sleep, everything good. Because he has 2 older sons, and one of the sons' wife is missing. She's been missing for about 2 years now, and we'll get back to that in a second. So as he goes out on the ranch, to check everything, he goes and he checks on the cows. They're doing all right. Then he hears a strange sound. He looks back at the house and decides, okay, I'm going to go back to the house now because I believe it was time for breakfast. He gets back in the house. They're like, he been gone for hours. Where you been? So clearly time passed once he heard that sound. First mystery. So later on, he decides to go on out and check on everything else. He hears the sound again. He tracks the sound out to the west part of the pasture of his property, and there's a giant freaking hole with like silvery looking smoke billowing over it, and it's a big deep hole eating through rocks and dirt and everything in it. It just disappears. You don't know where the hole goes. What's up with this hole, mystery hole, emitting this strange sound in the middle of his field? Don't know what that's about, but we're finna find out. So he doesn't tell anybody about it. We got the sons going to have a little. They find out that the police are going to come, and they're not going to continue. The FBI is quitting looking for the missing wife. So the little daughter's kind of, they don't want to tell her yet that they're not looking for her no more. But the police officer, the sheriff that's there, she says she's not giving up. She's going to continue to try to look. She hasn't given up yet. Hope for finding the man's wife. So that's how him and the 2 brothers end up going to a bar in order to just relax a little bit, to try to, decompress, if you will. While they're there, there's a lady there that lives in town. Well, she came back to town, apparently. She was very smart and went to college and everything else, but apparently she's back. And the younger brother really likes her. So he go to talk to her. She dip off with somebody else. So he all disappointed. In the meantime, the other brothers from the other family come up, start talking crap. One of them, anyway, the youngest one of them, is nothing but a shit starter. He has 0 patience, and he do all the wrong things. So he gets into a fight with the younger brother, and he loses. But then in the process of that, while the younger brother be like, I'm finna go and get the car, and we finna be out of here, the older brother gets into it with him again, because he gets up and he don't want to quit, and he accidentally kills him. It was an accident. He didn't do it on purpose. He fell back, hit his head, he's dead. So him and the older brother trying to figure out what to do about this situation. That's how the first episode ended. So we got the second episode coming on, and we got some stranger that's then wandered onto the land. She says she's just been backpacking or whatnot, and that she wants to just camp out for a few days, on her travels as she passed through. First, they kind of were leery of her, because they do got people coming trying to buy the land and everything else because of the business that they have in the cattle ranching. So the father's like, okay, I'll let her stay. She good. And the older brother like, okay, that's kind of strange, but we're not telling nobody because the mama don't know. Nobody else knows but him and the oldest of the sons. They get so she go out there, she camping and whatnot. Meanwhile, the brothers is trying to. Oh wait, that was in the first episode. Second episode, they started trying to figure out what to do with this body. So they did. The father, they came and told the father about what happened. It was an accident. They come up with a plan. He gonna take care of it. So they get him the body. They trying to hold off the other brothers, because now they at the house trying to figure out what happened to him. We heard we got into it with you on the yard. What's going on? Blah blah blah. Not working out for them because the mama just snapped at him. Get away from my dough. Y'all know better than this. Y'all been knowing y'all since y'all was kids. Quit playing. Blah blah blah. While she trying to send them off, they in the barn trying to set up a way to get rid of this body. So then the father decided, well, I'm gonna take it and throw it in this deep ass hole. I don't know where it go. So he run out there. He take the horse and run out there, go throw it in the hole. Throw the body in the hole, and who out there to see him throw the body in the hole but the girl that's camping on the land. So she, for whatever reason, decides to just push him in the hole. Like, she pushed him in the hole. Don't know what the hell happened there, but she did. She pushed him in the hole. And all of that, so now she's looking like a crazy person. They trying to figure out what happened to the father, because he ain't came back yet. All night he been gone. He don't come back to the next morning when he wake up on the ground, back scratches on his back, and he was knocked out apparently. So he on the ground, don't know where the hole went, but apparently he's back. Oh boy, wait till I get to that part. This is why this show got interesting to me. So he come back, he tell them, don't worry about it, I'm good. I got rid of the body. And everybody panicking. One brother, of course, want to call the police. Everybody like, no, everybody gonna be in trouble at this point. We're not doing that. So it's a whole mystery thing going on. He run into first the granddaughter runs into the lady out in the woods, and she like, oh, find out that he back, because she didn't know that he had came back from him getting pushed in the hole. So she like, oh, okay. So then the little girl come back, tell him, I talked to the lady that's out there. She camping on the land, blah blah blah. Now everybody in the house know that the lady on the land. He tell everybody, leave her alone, don't talk to her, stay away from her. Meanwhile, one of the brothers want to know what she know. Did she see anything? Did she see anything? Well, she did. She pushed her father in the freaking hole. So what we get now is an investigation going on. The father goes to see the other family's father, they patriarch, to find out why he want the land so bad. But he got a sense that something on the land, and he about to die or something. He got like some kind of sickness. He on his deathbed. Whatever he doing, he trying to do, I don't know. But he knows that something is on that land. He knows. That's why he wanted so bad. He wants that side, that western pasture where that hole is. That's what he wants. And that's what he's trying to get with the lawyers and stuff. So he goes see him. They had a little talk or whatever. That's how you find out about their history or whatnot and why. But he don't expressly say why you want the land. He asking them why you don't want to give it up. And then they a stalemate on that. So that nothing came of that. He's still fighting to keep his land. Well. We get to the end of this episode, and what do we have here? We find out what happened after she pushed him into the hole. He ended up in what I would consider like a mirrorverse of where he came from. He on the ground. The whole land that he owned is the same land, but now it's got spotlights, it's army patrols, it's crowds of people watching it. It's all kind of going on. And the wife is there, so she's like, honey, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. You've been dead for 2 years. You died in my arms. I'm like, wait a minute, because the first time he put his hand in the hole in the first season, he did get a premonition of the future. When he came home, everything that happened about the police being there and telling him that they weren't gonna be searching for the son's wife no more, he had already seen that. So somehow it sends you into the future. Somehow, and his hand had kind of got like degraded, but it went back once he put his hand back out. So now he on this other side of this hole, and it's everything going on. His wife's like, you died 2 years ago in my arms and everything else. Then she like, run. So then he go to running. He gets shot in the leg, because that's why his leg was effed up when he came back the other morning. When they saw him, they were like, why are your legs bleeding? La la la. He thought, I just hurt myself on the horse or something like blah blah blah. I didn't think about that, but yeah, he got shot in the other place, and then he went and jumped back in the hole, and that's how he ended up back in his own place. So I'm like, what is this other land? And the people on the other side clearly know something about this hole. Not to mention, he threw a dead body down that hole, and it clearly ended up on the other side. What are the repercussions for that? Because the guy who shot him on the other side was one of the brothers of the brother that got killed in the first place. So his brother that ended up dead somehow on that side, and he probably was like, oh, it's their fault, and that's why he went and tried to shoot him in the first place. I don't know. But the crap just got real good, and the shit didn't hit the fan. So that's the first 2 episodes of the Amazon Prime show, Open Range. It's kind of interesting. The writing is pretty good. The mystery is interesting. The special effects so far have been awesome, even though they've only really showed just a hole in the ground, but the hole even looks good, and the way things fall into it and just disappear slowly. It's not like it's just gone. You know, it's weird. Like, I want to know. I want to know more about this hole. Somehow the girl that's been camping on the land, she been drawn to the land for some reason, and she don't know why she did what she did. She just did it. And now she's trying to figure out why. Why did I do that in the first place? So it's something that's drawn her there, something about this hole that leads to some other place, and something about it that the other guy in the other family, the patriarch of that family, knows about it. And he wants that land. Oh, wow. What is happening right now? I don't know. But that's Open Range, you guys. Amazon Prime. Check it out. And I'll see you guys next time.